Hey everyone, and welcome to another GTA 6 video here on the channel. Over the past few days, you may have heard people talk about some recent GTA 6 online leaks, with key features being 96 player lobbies and whatnot. Well, in today's video, I'm going to discuss all of those leaks as well and give my thoughts on them, because part of me is a bit skeptical, but I'm also excited for what's to come with GTA 6 Online. So where these leaks originated is from a French journalist named Fravilys. He posted an article on Medium with alleged details of GTA 6's multiplayer mode. However, because I can't read French, we have to translate it, and luckily IGN has done that for us with their article, but I will have both linked down in the description if you want to read them yourself. And of course, it goes without saying, these are all leaks and should be taken with a grain of salt because they may or may not be true. GTA 6 Online is reportedly codenamed GTA 6 MP and has reached an advanced stage in development. Now, it's hard to really say what an advanced stage in development is, but it sounds like good news considering the game is still just about a year away from release, and if the multiplayer is already progressing well, that means that they are designing the game with a heavy focus on the multiplayer as opposed to the current GTA Online where they didn't expect it to pop off really like it did. Then they had to replan a ton of their content that they were going to release for story mode into online content instead. They definitely did not expect GTA 5 Online to last as long as it has. Apparently, GTA 6 Online was also initially designed with a cloud-first model in mind, with major improvements to latency and multiplayer stability, but when Google Stadia was shut down, that forced them to rethink that approach. I'm not really sure what Google Stadia has to do with cloud technology in general. I mean, I know it was a cloud streaming service for games, but I'm pretty sure we still can expect some major improvements to stability and latency because I think we all know current GTA Online is a mess in terms of stability with infinite loading screens, bugs, glitches, the whole 9 yards. It just needs a massive overhaul. One of the most interesting claimed features is the ability to join multiplayer activities from different sessions without leaving your current environment or waiting through long menus. If true, that could mean seamless matchmaking and no loading screens between free roam and missions. And the source also indicates that Rockstar is aiming to support 96 players per session, though the current internal cap is at 64. So I want to go back and talk about that seamless matchmaking eliminating loading screens for a second, because if you remember a few years ago, there was a very interesting patent issued by Take-Two Interactive specifically for handling game sessions. The title is System and Method for Session Management in a Multiplayer Network Gaming Environment. The patent, which I will link in the description as well, is extremely long and has a lot of lawyer speak in it because it is a legal document, but I'll just give you guys the summary of it here in their own words directly from the patent. Disclosed are systems and methods for session management. The disclosed system allows for seamless merging and splitting of network sessions in a multiplayer network gaming environment. Seamless session management allows dynamic movement of players in a virtual world during gameplay without unnecessary loading and/or stalling. As the players in the virtual world move around, the management of active game sessions can be improved to effect a more realistic perceived population. Now that sounds a lot like what was described in the leaks, being able to join multiplayer activities from different sessions without leaving your current environment or going through a long menu or loading screen. And considering this patent was dated back for 2020, I would say there is a very good chance that this is being utilized within GTA 6. Some games out right now use a feature that's sort of similar to this. I'm pretty sure Forza Horizon has it where you can see and connect with other players as you drive around to different parts of the map. So it seamlessly connects you with people close to you on the map without you even noticing to make the world feel like it's more alive with other players. But this sounds like it's going to be on a much more massive scale if we're talking 96 players in one session. I will say I am a bit skeptical though how exactly 96 players in a lobby would work. Because if you guys remember back on PS4 and Xbox One when we only had the player count capped at 30, technically it's 32 players but it's 30 with 2 spectator spots only. But even on the PS4 and Xbox One with 30 players in a lobby, the game ran like absolute ass. You would be dropping to the low teens in FPS sometimes. It was nearly unplayable how bad it ran in a populated lobby back then. Obviously, with the Series X and PS5, those problems are no longer a thing with the extra horsepower of the consoles. But if we're talking double or even triple the current player count in GTA Online, it just makes me question how the game will run even on the current gen systems, because it's not like the current gen systems are extremely powerful. They have limitations. I'm sure there will be optimizations made so that player count doesn't affect game performance as much as it does now with current GTA Online, because even the PC version runs substantially worse in online with other players than it does in single player. It's just something with the CPU that hogs resources or just isn't fully utilized properly with the online mode. It's always been a thing. Or what they could potentially be planning is launching the game with just 64-player lobbies, and then maybe they're saving the 96-player lobbies for when the inevitable next-gen systems come out, the PS6 and Xbox Series, whatever, the next one. And then just like when GTA 5 went from the PS3 and 360 to the PS4 and Xbox One, how the player count increased from 16 to 30, the player count would increase from the PS5 and Series X to the PS6 from 64 to 96. And then there's also the PC version that we have to think about as well. I don't know if that one will launch directly with the next-gen console versions of the game, because I don't think the next-gen consoles or the PS6 are expected until like 2028. I think that's what I've been hearing. But it is something to think about, Rockstar saving the increased player counts for when the inevitable next-gen systems release, because we know they are going to release this game twice. They are going to resell it with graphical enhancements, probably higher frame rates, just like they did for GTA 5. This game is going to be their moneymaker for the next decade plus. But the other thing that we have to consider with this is the method that these sessions are going to be handled, because right now GTA Online runs on peer-to-peer with zero security for player IP addresses whatsoever, which leads to players being able to be booted offline and DDoS just from being connected to the other players in the lobby. It's also highly unstable because it requires everyone's connection to be adequate in the session. Because unlike in a dedicated server where everyone connects to the server and then the server sends the info back, everyone has to connect to everyone else in the lobby, and if a few people have a bad connection, they cause the entire lobby to become unstable at that point. There is no way they plan on having the game be peer-to-peer with 96 players being connected, right? I just don't think that is feasible whatsoever. Now, I'm not a network engineer, I can't say if that would be possible or not, but just judging how the current GTA Online performs, but with 96 players, that sounds like an absolute nightmare to me. But again, maybe I'm just wrong, I don't know. However, player counts will absolutely need to increase because GTA 6's map is going to be huge, probably like double the size, if not more, of GTA 5's map. So they're going to need more players for the map to feel adequately populated in a multiplayer session. It's very interesting stuff nonetheless, and I'll be excited to learn more about GTA 6's multiplayer in the future. Unfortunately though, we likely won't be hearing any official news about GTA 6 Online for a very long time, probably like a month before the game actually comes out. With GTA 5 Online, we didn't get that trailer until around a month before the game came out. So leaks are really going to be the only talking point of information that we have until then, which kind of sucks. But let me know your thoughts about these GTA 6 online leaks. Do you believe them, or does it all sound too good to be true? If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, feel free to leave a like, as well as subscribe to my channel for more GTA Online content. I also want to give a huge shout out to all of my channel members for your support. If you'd like to become a member for some exclusive perks, you can either use the join button or the link that's down in the description. And as always, thanks for watching, and have a great day.